Turning now to your WCNC weather impact forecast and a live picture over uptown courtesy of our view cam. The clouds blanketing the Queen City right now, some light rain as well. Chris joins us once again. Chris, this is just going to start what's going to be a relatively soggy and on Sunday severe weather weekend.
Yeah, it's not going to be a pretty weekend whatsoever. We already can see what it looks like. Today is definitely a 10 out of 10 on the Napo-meter, so great day for a nap if you can do that. We are looking at some light rain showers that are starting to filter their way back in. Likely if you've been out and about, you might have had to use the mist setting from time to time. We've had some areas of drizzle and some sprinkles here and there, but there will be a slightly better chance for a light rain shower as we work our way into the evening. But notice those temperatures not moving too much, just 43, 44 degrees. But our rainfall chances significantly increase tonight into tomorrow, and then certainly again on Sunday. Sunday's one of those days it will rain, but it's not going to be the entirety of the day. So our excessive rain impact is mainly going to be off towards the west. It's the Western Carolinas for your Saturday. This is the primer, and that's where we're going to expect most of the activity, and then it shifts over to the foothills and the mountains come Sunday. That's where the heaviest rain is going to be. Not saying that you won't see some minor flooding across the Charlotte area. It's just not the excessive rain amounts that you could see further off towards the west. And you'll see what I mean. Over the next 24 hours, I think you could see anywhere from about a quarter to a half inch of rain. You could double those amounts off towards the west, and even from 1 to 2 inches could be happening on the western side of South Carolina. Closer to Asheville could be in that range as well. But when all is said and done, when that final push of rain rolls through during your Sunday afternoon, look at some of these values. 2 to 4 inches in our western zones, about 1 to 2 inches when all is said and done across Charlotte, and some areas could be even close to 3, just depending on where some of those reds on the radar set up. So here's the day to be weather aware. It's Sunday. Yes, you could have some flooding, but it's going to be a line of thunderstorms that can be pretty mean during your Sunday afternoon. Now, the timing could waver, so I want you to be aware during the late morning, but it's really early to mid-afternoon that I think we're going to see most of the activity. So what do you need to know? The impacts, flooding, gusty winds, severe storms, and even an isolated tornado. So maybe you want to charge some of those devices just in case you do lose power and just plan ahead, because it's also going to be a really breezy day. So the storms could roll through, and behind that front, it could bring down some limbs that could knock out the power from place to place. So I think the number one threat is going to be some of those stronger winds. Flooding is going to be a low. We're centralizing it mainly the greater Charlotte area. And then we do have a low and medium threat for a tornado, and here's the reason why. We're going to raise that weather IQ. This is called vorticity, and this is really just a twist of the atmosphere. The reason why we're going to have a chance for a spin-up tornado is because winds at the surface are coming out of the southwest. Meanwhile, if you go about a mile up, winds are coming from the due west. That's going to cause the twist of the atmosphere. So as this line of rain rolls in, there's going to be some pockets that could spin some things up. But we don't see that again until Sunday. So let's roll tape through your futurecast. Seeing some spotty rain showers today through tonight. The first onset of some of the heavier rain really arrives early tomorrow. Mid to late morning is the best chance for some heavier rain west of I-77. Heading into the afternoon, we will see some heavier downpours embedded in this throughout your Saturday afternoon. So not a pretty day, holding on to a mostly cloudy to overcast status through most of your Saturday afternoon. And then heading into your Sunday morning, I think we clear things out slightly. But this is the main event. This is 10 a.m. This is noon. At this point, see how these little notches along the line? That's where you could have a spin up, and any individual storm that arrives before that could be a supercell, which would be the best chance for hail and just a tornado in general. As this starts to gather strength and becomes a little bit more organized, I think that's going to be close to 2 o'clock. See these little grooves? That's what I'm talking about. This little bow represents some gustier winds that could be driving force. It's called a bow echo, but it's the bookends of these that could provide a quick spin up tornado. The problem with these, sometimes the tornado warning is too late, that literally it's a 1-2 minute period that they spin up and then they come back up into the cloud. We're going to have that main opportunity really between about noon and 6, but I think we can dial it really about noon to 4 that most of the activity is going to be passing. We're still going to see that threat for the eastern side of our viewing area heading into the late afternoon as the sun is setting. By 6 o'clock, I think everything is clear. On top of that, you're also going to have some gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour outside of any severe weather potential, so it's going to be really a rotten afternoon as that's pushing on through. The good news, it's going to be in the mid-60s, and after that, our pick of the week Monday, we have the mid-60s holding true. Slight chance for rain on Tuesday, and that front is going to cool us down to the mid-50s for the first day of the new year. Back to the upper 40s come day 2.